This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Now listen, I'm the type of guy that every once in a while, I'll find something and I'll be intrigued by it. I was over at one of my favorite places, the Bearded Brown Coat, here up in Ocala, that way. And I went and saw my friends. I hadn't seen them in a while. I haven't been feeling well, as you know. And I stopped in and I saw something that I knew nothing about. Sometimes, every once in a while in life, there's something that comes along, and even though it's the most simplest thing, you go, wow, that's different. Like this giant birthday card I got a while back.
It's the big day, so here's the big card. And we love you all a lot. Cause you worked so hard. So here's your card. Happy birthday. Yeah, and what kind of day is it? Big! Oh man. Woo! Yeah, I'm tired.
Well, that was a cool birthday card. And the thing that sticks out is not only the sentiment and what it meant, is just it was so different. Well, I went in there and I found something that was extremely different. It's a micro game. It's called Demon Ship. Okay? And it's solo play. It's a miniature game that comes in a box this size. Now, yes, I have massive hands, but that's a different thing. And you can also get this supplement that comes with it. You don't need it to play, but you can build your own little scenery because the game is played on a 6" by 6". And oh my goodness, what do I have here? Well, I can't wait to show you. We're going to go down the table, take a look at it, and then we'll come back on the other side and we'll talk a little bit more about this. All right? Okay, let's go. So I'm not going to explain all the rules here to this, but you start with this blank sheet, basically. And it's not a blank sheet. It's actually a nice little room because your rooms are 6 by 6. Okay, and that's what you're going to be working your way through. What you're going to be doing is, then you get this manual that comes with the box set. The box comes with the manual and the miniatures that you see here. No dice, but enough to kind of get you going, because you could draw this if you wanted to. What you're going to have to do is run out and get this extra pre-painted terrain kit. Which really does make this really fantastic, because it serves as this slides on the bottom and everything fits into it, believe it or not. And all you have to do is just have some of your own dice. You're going to get all these tokens with it as well. The rule book is going to tell you everything that you need to do. Demon Ship, what you're going to be doing. Gives you a little background. There's a couple of different stages that you're going to be playing. You're going to be playing, the first stage is the power stage. So the entire ship is dark, and you're only going to be able to see two. One of the conditions of that is you can only see two squares ahead of you. Okay, once you turn on the lights, you can see and fire all the way across, but we'll get to that when we can. And again, I'm not going to explain everything. Next is the emergency stage that you're going to play. Okay, and each room has each stage has a particular room that you're going to use. And there are 6 rooms, and there is an A and a B, and you're going to pick which one you're going to be. For instance, here we'll just pick A. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to be Survivor. Now, the neat thing about this is you play this solo, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to take a D6, and I just want to get to the page here. Okay, so I have it ready to explain combat to you. So actually, you roll a die, and you say, okay, that is room 3 that I'm going to start in. Okay, we need to get to room 4, and I'll show you the different rooms that you can build, because it shows you exactly what you want to do. So you have 6 different things. You have a corridor, you have an armory, you have the cryo, the engine room. Okay, that's where we need to get to complete this the power stage. Okay, so we can move on to the next stage. Then you have a nav, and then the escape pod. That's the last thing that you're going to want to do, is get to escape pod. in case you don't want to keep rolling around, you have a thing called pulse. Instead of health, it's your pulse. And I mean pulse as in heart pulse, okay? As you take damage, your pulse goes up. And if you ever get to 7 pulse, you're going to die. You're going to roll as many dice as you have pulse, okay? So for instance, we picked the cryo room, and I'm just going to set something up real quick just to kind of show you how everything goes. This isn't exactly set how the cryo room. Everything is magnetically, you have a magnet here, and you'll see, boom, boom. So now it doesn't move, which is really, really cool, because you could put the magnets in it, and it's going to really take care of things. So you're going to set up a room particularly, and I'm just going to do this real quick, and you're going to have, we'll just make this up, okay? Whoa. There we go. I got an extra magnet there. All right, so there, and then we're going to put a doorway there, all right? And we're going to say that we come in this way, all right? You'll roll to see which way you come in, okay? And yeah, we'll exit there, okay? So our hero, who is our survivor, he's going to come in through this doorway. He's going to try to get through here. He has 3 pulse, so he's going to roll 3 dice, okay? Okay, that's not too bad, all right? So the first thing is, anything 4, 5, or 6 is going to give our hero an action. A 1, 2, 3 is always the action of the demons. Now, before we finish setup, we roll to see how many demons are going to be out. And actually that, because I know the chart by heart, is 2 of these demons. And they're always going to be 4 away from us. And you can count diagonally. So they're going to be blocking that doorway, okay? Yeah, let's move that here, okay? Just so we can see. All right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, perfect. And then you go 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're 4 away. So because they rolled a 1, they get a pulse action, but they also get a mirror action. Okay, and I'll explain that in a second when I show you this chart. And this is where combat is really, really interesting. You're also going to roll to see if there's any barrels here, because there's certain things that are going to be here to help you. You'll get armor, you'll get health, you'll get a certain weapon that will help eliminate these guys. Now, since they attack, well, it's not going to help them because they're not near our guy to attack. And remember, our guy can only see 2 spaces ahead. All he wants to do is get out of this room until he can get to the room that has this in it, where he's going to flip the switch and all the lights are going to go on. See where I'm going with this? There's all kinds of different little nuances here. So maybe we'll put that there. Yeah, let's put that there so you can't see him, okay? So he has 2 actions. He could pick any of these 6 actions. He could blast or bash. He could spray him or cleave kick. Deals 1 damage to 2 targets. Okay, that's what if he was close to him. He can move. You can move up to 3 spaces. So he's going to take one of these dice and he's going to move, and he's going to be able to move 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, now he sees them, and he's diagonal to them. Okay. He's pretty close to him. So he used one of his dice to move. And then here's the thing that you have to be aware of. So when you do this, I would count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I decided to move. So one of my actions was a 3. And I'm going to keep track of that by that, because it's going to be important in a second. Okay. The next thing is I can run and gun, move 2 spaces, and deal 1 damage. That's not too bad. Or I could do 2 damage. Remember, I could see 2 spaces away from him. And let's just say this guy's here. So he's 2 spaces away. I'm going to just blast that guy. And I'm going to deal 2 damage. He takes 2 health. There's a little chart here that tells you all the different guys. And these guys take 2 damage. So if we're going to deal 2 damage, that's going to take care of that. So that was our number 1 that we used. Now they get to mirror. So the demon gets to attack and the demon gets to move. The demon moves, okay, and then he would attack. we can roll to dodge. If we roll, I believe a 4, 5, or 6, it's good. Well, no, fine. That's enough. We dodged his attack, and that's the end of our wits stage. And then we would do it all over again. Now, if we took damage, our pulse would go up, which means I would roll 4 dice now, because my pulse would be 4. Okay? And then I have a greater chance of the demons doing more things. Oh, that's good. I got 2 6s. If you ever get 3 6s, okay, is that a 6? No, if I ever rolled 3 6s, like all these are my moves. But if I had 3 6s, I get an unearthly power. Okay? And what happens is I can do all 3 of my actions, and he would get no mirror actions, which is good. He has no pulse because, oh, well, wait a minute, it's 1, 2, 3. He does get a thing, which he gets to do. So he would probably try to bash me, okay, right off the spot, and he would try to hit me for 1. I would, again, roll to see if I evade, and I do, and then I would get my 3 actions, which all I want to do is get away from him. 1, 2, 3. That would be 1 dice. And then the next one would be to interact with the door, to open the door so I can get out. Then I would get out, okay, and still have 1 action. These guys do not follow you. They stay in the room. And then you would take this all off, and then you would roll again on your room, okay? So what room would we go to next? We would need 4. 5. Now, here's a neat little thing here. I can go right to the main room, which is room number 4, because I can increase my pulse with, I forgot what they call it, an intuition or something like that. And I would increase my pulse to 4 in order to lower this die 1, which would take me to the control room. Then in there, I want to get there, but of course we'd have to get through the demons. Once we flip the switch, then we would go to our next thing, which is our emergency, and we try to finish all 3 and survive. It's a lot harder than you think. Now, I didn't explain everything to you, all the little nuances with it, but these pieces are just absolutely beautiful, very thematic, and they really set the tone here, okay, because you have crates, you have all these kind of different things that you're going to run into, doors that you may be going out, barrels that you're going to be trying to crack open to see what's inside. You're going to have these different types of cases that you can run into, possibly just sitting right up there, and different doorways that you're going to go into, because you're going to choose which doorway you're going to try to go into and go out. And it's very, very, very thematic and very beautiful. Really just stands out. I see, and you got to be careful, because or else you end up like me, where you put one magnet in the wrong way, and then it's gonna, the reverse polarity is gonna cause you all kinds of things. But you see how neat, and you could set it up differently, and there's just so much that you can do with this. You got different types of enemies. You got a gunner, which we're gonna paint all these dudes up. Then this frog thing that is really pretty devastating at range. Okay, more, of course, chests. And then you got your 2 basic demons. And then, of course, our beloved hero here trying to get through and survive everything. There's going to be different things. There's going to be heat and cold that's going to affect certain things. Like I said, the first one is in darkness, so that makes it a little tough. We're going to do a live playthrough of this, and I think you're really, really going to enjoy what you see here, because this is very unique. And this has so much potential to be so many things, do so much. Whether, somebody comes up with a fantasy themed, or they add bosses to this, or a different story. If you have the basic here, all you would need is a couple different pieces, which would be really kind of cool if you really think about it. So I'm going to go up top and talk about this a bit, but Demonship is just one of those games that is really unique, that I really think that you have to have if you are a miniature player and you want to do something solo. This is fantastic. The setup's quick, easy, and you're off and running, and thematic beyond human belief. This has a very, very old school feel to it. It's something I really like. Now, I didn't show you all the rules and everything like that. I kind of gave you a brief overview of this, but this is just something that kind of really stuck out with me. I mean, it comes with 5 miniatures. It comes with the 40-page book that we took a look at and all the different setups that you can do. The thing that makes this really innovative is the fact that you roll to see which room you're going to go into, and then you just move around the little magnetic pieces, and boom, 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 and you're off and running. Now, let's get something straight here. You can also do this by creating a 6-inch by 6-inch, you get a piece of paper and you draw out 6-inch by 6-inch, put all the squares in there, and you can draw the things in, and you can move your miniatures on it. I mean, you can color it however you want and have the things and laminate them and do it yourself. Okay, you don't have to have these pre-painted laser cut terrains, but oh my God, does it make a huge difference. The thing I really like about this is you're rolling to kind of, it's never the same because you're rolling for the different rooms, the different results, the things that are going to happen. Now, for a game that throws a lot of dice, the one place that it's missing, I think, is in combat. Because you want that chance of things going wrong or things maybe really going right. Allocating the dice and things like that, and depending on how you roll, really helps you out, especially with actions and stuff like that. And then finding different weapons and things like that. It's never the same. It's a lot of fun. It's a game. It's a miniature game that you can keep right in front of you. How many times do I say that? You want to keep something right in front of you, and this really stands out. And the potential for this is ridiculous. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. And when I talk about potential, you take this and you have an expansion where maybe you have a couple of different things that you can put on the rooms and stuff like that, or maybe you have another block that has different things, and you can you can have bosses. That's one thing that I think was kind of missing a little bit, was maybe just one big boss at the end or something like that. But that leaves it open for a lot of things. And if you can do demonship, why can't you do this with fantasy? You know what I'm saying? I mean, the possibilities are just endless of what you can do with this. I mean, how you do this. There's really something special here. First of all, Black Site Studios does a beautiful job in what they did with this. The magnets in there just really make it so easy to interchange everything, and you're not knocking things over and stuff like that. You saw the little block there. I mean, it's just... It's perfect for what it is. Here's your stage. It's right in front of you. Bing, 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 boom, boom. Okay, you get your dudes on here, and you're off and running. And I love that. I love this. I really do. There's a couple of things that, like I said, with the rules that I think that can, I really can't complain about this. I would, like I said, I would like to see a little bit better of a combat system instead of, oh, well, okay, he's dead. I like to see different variations and toughness and things like that. I do like, how they do get a protection, and they can absorb a hit here and there on certain situations, and you strategically have to think your way through this. But all in all, just and everything all in this little manual, this little itty bitty manual that packs such a punch. This is innovative and exciting, and it really hits home with me. You can go over to let me just go over to www.blacksitestudios.com. They should have it there. I got it over at my favorite game store. Okay, my local game store. I want to stop in and say hi to everybody at the Brown Coat, and I found this little masterpiece along with this, and I was quite blown away by it. So look it up, find it. Maybe you can find it on Amazon or anything like that. The minute it comes to Miniature Market, which I'm going to suggest that they carry this, and I am going to suggest that they carry this, so everybody can have a shot at this, because I think this is something different and something special. So I'm going to contact these guys, or maybe they'll contact me, which I doubt. But you got something really unique here. This is what I talk about: passion and uniqueness, and people putting their hearts and soul into things. This is just really, really unique, and something that I really think you should check out. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.